The kiss that changed K-drama forever, Ji Chong Wook and Nom Ji Hyan's legendary scene. There are countless kisses in K-dramas. Some sweet, some dramatic, some unforgettable only for a season. But every so often, there is one that is different. One that does not just serve the story but transforms it. One that leaves an imprint not only on fans, but on the entire industry. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update in the world of your favorite celebrities. In 2017, the drama Suspicious Partner gave us such a moment. A kiss that was not just a kiss. A kiss that redefined chemistry. A kiss that blurred the line between acting and reality. A kiss that fans around the world still call legendary. This is the story of that kiss. The build-up, the aftermath, the legacy. The moment that changed K-drama forever. The perfect storm. The stage for this legendary scene was set long before lips ever met. Suspicious Partner was a drama that combined romance, law, and suspense. Ji Chong Wuk played Nom Ji Wook, a sharp, brooding prosecutor scarred by his past. Nom Ji Hyan played Eun Bong-hee, a trainee lawyer with fiery determination and hidden vulnerability. From the very first episode, sparks flew. Not the obvious kind. Not the over-the-top scripted kind. But the subtle, simmering tension that made every interaction electric. The way his gaze lingered on her a second too long. The way her playful smile disarmed his cold exterior. The way their arguments felt alive, raw, too natural to be written lines. It was chemistry that could not be ignored. By the time the infamous kiss scene arrived, fans were not just waiting for it. They were desperate for it. The moment. The kiss did not happen under fireworks. It did not happen with swelling orchestral music. It came in the middle of an argument, two hearts colliding in a storm of frustration, longing, and unspoken truths. Ji Chong Wook's character, torn between his duty and his feelings, stepped closer. His expression was a war anger fighting tenderness, hesitation battling desire. Nom Ji Hyan's character, equally conflicted, stood frozen. Her wide eyes told a story of confusion and anticipation. And then the dam broke. He kissed her. Not carefully, not gently, but with urgency, with heat, with everything he had been holding back. And she responded. Slowly at first, then fully, completely, as though the world outside that moment no longer existed. It was not just acting. It felt like instinct. Like something unscripted, something inevitable. Viewers sat frozen. Some gasped. Some cried. All knew, without question, that they had just witnessed something extraordinary. The world reacts. When the episode aired, the reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Social media platforms crashed under the weight of conversation. Fans replayed the kiss endlessly, dissecting every frame. Memes, edits, and slow-motion compilations flooded YouTube and Twitter. On international forums, fans across languages found one word to describe it: real. It was not just viewers. Critics, too, could not look away. Entertainment writers called it the most passionate kiss in modern K-drama history. Others declared that Ji Chong Wook and Nom Ji Hyan had set a new bar for romance on screen. But fans went even further. They insisted that this could not have been just acting. The chemistry was too alive. The emotion too raw. For many, the kiss blurred the line between fiction and reality in a way that K-drama had rarely achieved before. Behind the cameras. What made it even more fascinating was what happened behind the scenes. Cast and crew members who were present during the shoot admitted later that the atmosphere on set changed when the cameras rolled. It was as though everyone watching knew they were witnessing lightning in a bottle. One crew member whispered afterward, "It was like the air stood still. None of us breathed until the director yelled cut." In interviews, Ji Chong Wook himself admitted that the scene demanded honesty. That he wanted the emotions to feel real, not staged. Nom Ji Hyan, ever humble, confessed she was nervous, but trusted her co-star completely. Their mutual trust translated into a performance that felt almost unscripted, as though the characters themselves had taken control. And that, perhaps, is why it resonated so deeply. Because for those few minutes, It did not feel like Ji Chong Wook and Nom Ji Hyan were playing characters. It felt like they were those characters. The legacy. Years have passed since Suspicious Partner first aired. Countless dramas have come and gone. Countless kisses have been filmed, each vying for attention. But none have dethroned this one. It remains at the top of best kiss lists. It is still shared daily on social media. It is still referenced in articles, in fan discussions, in retrospectives about K-drama history. For Ji Chong Wook, it cemented his image as a leading man capable of unmatched intensity and vulnerability. For Nom Ji Hyan, it proved her ability to create powerful, believable romance that fans would never forget. And for the industry, it changed the standard. No longer could kisses be stiff, choreographed moments. Audiences now expected passion, authenticity, chemistry that felt real. In short, it raised the bar forever. Why it endures. What makes this kiss legendary is not simply its heat, or its surprise, or even its perfect execution. It is the fact that it felt inevitable. From the moment the characters first met, every scene had been leading here. Every laugh, every argument, every stolen glance was a thread pulling them toward that explosion of emotion. And when it finally happened, it did not feel like fan service. It felt like truth. That is why, years later, fans still replay it. Why they still sigh at it. Why they still argue passionately about whether the feelings behind it were only scripted or something deeper. Because for 3 unforgettable minutes, K-drama gave us a kiss that felt alive. The kiss in Suspicious Partner was not just another romantic scene. It was lightning captured on film. It was chemistry that cannot be faked. It was artistry meeting instinct. And that is why it is remembered as the kiss that changed K-drama forever. Because long after the cameras stopped rolling, long after the show ended, long after the years passed, the moment remains. Still replayed. Still talked about. Still legendary. Not just a kiss. Not just acting. But a piece of K-drama history carved into eternity. A storm of attention. In the days that followed, the entertainment world could talk of nothing else. The kiss dominated headlines across Korea, China, Japan, and beyond. International fans created trending hashtags that spread across continents. Streaming platforms reported a sudden spike in viewership. People who had not been following Suspicious Partner rushed to watch it simply because of the legendary kiss. It became a cultural event, pulling in even casual viewers who normally avoided romance dramas. Clips of the kiss were uploaded and re-uploaded thousands of times. One video compilation, showing the kiss in slow motion with emotional music layered over it, gathered millions of views within a week. It was not just a scene anymore. It was a phenomenon. The Ji Chong Wuk effect. For Ji Chong Wuk, the scene reinforced what fans had always known: he was the ultimate leading man. Charismatic, intense, and capable of carrying both action and romance with equal weight. But there was something more this time. Something deeper. Critics began to describe him not only as a handsome face, but as an actor capable of creating moments that felt real, raw, and alive. Directors took notice. Writers took notice. Offers began to shift. He was no longer just the star of an action romance. He was now the benchmark for on-screen intimacy. And behind the camera, Ji Chong Wook himself admitted the scene had left a mark on him. In interviews, he smiled shyly when asked about it, never dismissing its impact, always hinting that it had been just as powerful for him as it was for fans. The Nom Ji Hyan transformation. For Nom Ji Hyan, the kiss changed everything. Up until that moment, she had been seen largely as a sweet, youthful actress, beloved for her charm and relatability. But the kiss revealed another side of her: maturity, vulnerability, and a depth of emotion that fans had not fully seen before. She became, overnight, a leading lady of a different caliber. Someone who could not only hold her own against Ji Chong Wook's intensity, but match it, frame for frame, heartbeat for heartbeat. For many fans, this was the role that transformed her from a rising star into a true actress of power and range. The fan frenzy. Fans could not let it go. Some were convinced that what they had seen was not just acting. Entire forums were dedicated to dissecting the kiss, the way Ji Chong Wuk pulled her closer, the way Nom Ji Hyan's hands lingered, the way their eyes searched each other afterward as though they had forgotten the cameras were even there. Others began shipping them relentlessly, creating fanfiction, fan art, and even fan trailers imagining them as real-life partners. The kiss had created not only a moment of history, but an entire community of believers. And to this day, many of those fans remain loyal, convinced that there was something unspoken between them that night. The industry shifts. Beyond fans, the industry itself began to feel the ripple effects. Producers realized that audiences no longer wanted staged, mechanical kisses. They wanted authenticity. They wanted fire. They wanted chemistry that felt undeniable. And so, slowly the standard changed. Other dramas began crafting bolder, more emotional kiss scenes, hoping to capture just a fraction of the impact Ji Chong Wook and Nom Ji Hyan had achieved. In this way, their scene did not just live in memory, it changed the very fabric of how romance was portrayed in Korean dramas. A bond that lasted. Though the drama ended, Ji Chong Wook and Nom Ji Hyan's bond did not disappear. In interviews, they spoke warmly of one another, often with a spark of playfulness in their voices. Behind-the-scenes footage revealed laughter, teasing, and a comfort that suggested their connection had been genuine, even off-camera. They remained, in the eyes of fans, one of the greatest pairings K-drama had ever produced. And while life and careers took them in different directions, fans held on to that single, unforgettable truth: when Ji Chong Wook and Nom Ji Hyan came together, magic happened. The unshakable legacy. Years later, the kiss is still replayed, still ranked in top 10 legendary K-drama kisses. Still the subject of analysis and admiration. It has not faded. It has only grown. Because it was not just a kiss. It was a revelation. A revelation of what K-drama romance could be. A revelation of the power of two actors who trusted each other fully. A revelation that some moments in entertainment are not just scripted, they are destined. Final word. The kiss in Suspicious Partner was lightning in a bottle. A perfect convergence of chemistry, emotion, and timing. It transformed Ji Chong Wook. It elevated Nom Ji Hyan. It redefined K-drama. And above all, it gave the world a moment so raw, so unforgettable, that it will live on forever. Because long after the set was cleared, long after the cameras stopped rolling, long after the drama ended, fans are still watching, still feeling it, still believing in it. The kiss that changed K-drama forever. The kiss that became legend.